So let's start taking a look at the ABA model rules and consider them to be our essential guide for navigating AI use responsibly. These rules aren't just suggestions from a committee. They're literally the foundation of our profession. They're adopted by state bars across the country, and they apply to AI just as much as they do to traditional legal practices. So first, Rule 1.1 competence. This requires that you understand your tools, whether you're using a law book or an AI system. This has been a fundamental rule for legal practice for decades, but it's taken on new significance with AI. Now, if you can remember way back in 2012, the ABA updated its commentary to include technology competence, and that guidance has become increasingly relevant as AI is coming into the picture. So if you're using AI to draft a brief, for example, you can't simply hit generate and file the result. You need to understand, and not just understand, but be competent in what AI is producing. You need to know its strengths, its weaknesses, its limitations, and that unpredictable tendency to generate false information. Consider this scenario. You're using AI to research case law for a motion, and it provides a citation that it perfectly supports your argument. But you file it without verification. And like the example I gave earlier, you discover it's a non-existent case that's generated by AI's algorithms rather than drawn from actual legal databases. Well, the facts are that you're responsible for that error and not the machine. The court's going to hold you accountable. You might get investigated by the state bar. Your client will question your competence, and you open yourself and your practice up to all kinds of scrutiny, reputational risks, sanctions, and potential malpractice. Competence in the AI era requires several things. And the first thing is that you need to understand the basic workings of the AI tools that you use. You don't need a computer science degree, but you should know whether the tool is trained on legal data, how current that legal data is, and what kinds of tasks it's designed for, because you wouldn't want to use inappropriate tools for legal work, and you shouldn't use general purpose AI like the ChatGPT or Claude for specialized legal analysis without understanding its limitations. The second, you need to create systems for verification and quality control, because every AI output should be reviewed by a qualified lawyer who understands the subject matter. Create SOPs, standard operating procedures, checklists, establish review procedures, and never file anything that hasn't been thoroughly vetted by someone with legal training and experience. And third, you need to stay current with developments in legal AI. The field is evolving so rapidly, it's challenging to keep up with. And what was cutting edge 6 or even 3 months ago might be outdated or even problematic today. So I recommend that you subscribe to legal technology platforms, attend CLEs like this one, and engage with other lawyers about their experiences. A good idea is to have someone in your firm to take over and be kind of like an AI point guard to really keep track of what's going on. This will provide you with opportunities, but also mitigate risks of using the tools.